Whoever brings the money in large numbers, right, is the winner. Yeah, folks, there's 54 countries on the continent. Matter of fact, we ain't got to go back to Africa. Who said we got to do that? That's a whole different conversation, okay? Africa is a patriarchy continent. They choose to embrace Chinese, Lebanese, white people, Indian, and Syrian people instead of Black people in the West. Folks, did you guys hear what G just said? That's why there is an emotional and educational gap that I'm going to do my part to fill. Because I didn't know that coming in. I didn't know that about the continent until I got here. Until I got to Ghana. My first visit to Ghana, I said, what? Who owns, what do Ghanaians really own here? Right? These infrastructures, everything. What's going on? And G, what you just said, that's it. Whoever brings the money in large numbers, right, is the winner. Yeah, white Europeans, especially white South Africans, yeah. A lot of restaurants, you guys, when you go there, you'll see. For those that haven't been there yet, when you go, you'll see. And you're going to be like, what they were talking about on the live was true. Yep. I caught it the first time I landed. I said, what is this? What's going on? Okay. So where we have leverage, ain't no place on the earth where I want to go that bad to be treated like that. Get more residencies and passports, play the game, and create what we desire wherever we go. What does that sound like? Power, right? When you know your power, it's over. Like, you would think I should be mad right now. But I'm like, do you understand what manifestation is? Do you know what we accomplished already as a community? I'm not even a citizen. Well, let me show you this. I brought this up last week. And this, I'm still shocked by this comment. Is it showing? You are doing what we local Ghanaians have not been able to do with this Ghanaian broken and inefficient system for 60 years. Your effort will eventually benefit all Ghanaians one day in terms of land acquisition. Manifestation, folks. We have leverage in Australia, and we're being embraced by the Australian Aborigine people. Benin is always allowing the diaspora to come there now too. I hope it's not for money. Be careful, Benin is sketchy. Well, shoot. Seems like everywhere is sketchy. Just do your due diligence. Visit. Stay there for a while. Simmer, right? Catch the spirit of the place. Okay. Kenya is also quite nice and very modernized, unlike Ghana. Have you seen how beautiful Nairobi is? I haven't. I heard. Gee, that's a good point. They speak French in Benin. So that's another thing to look into. What religions they practice, what's their cultural beliefs, especially how do they see women, and what language they speak, right? Because that's an easier transition if you speak French. Yeah, folks, there's 54 countries on the continent. Matter of fact, we ain't got to go back to Africa. Who said we got to do that? That's a whole different conversation. Okay. Question to you guys. Let's see what you guys know. What do you need to win litigation? You can buy land in Rwanda, Kenya in a day. Must be nice. What do you need to win litigation? My question to you. Because people in my community have reached out to me since the Yoko video, congratulating me, thanking me, all the good jazz. And they're like, yeah, they keep on telling us to build. Can you imagine if I built a building on that land? Can you imagine? That's why I was like, I'm not going further than a wall, right? Can you imagine if I built my whole compound that I was going to build on there? Folks, that land, there's a reason why I bought 6 plots. That was going to be a 20-unit townhome complex. Folks, I'm a design architect. That's what I went to school for. I designed the whole layout and partnered with a Ghanaian architectural firm. Beautiful. I had the renderings, I had the architectural drawings. When I didn't come to play. What? I didn't go there to play. I was like, I'm not doing nothing until I get my registration. Folks, can you imagine if I built and did all this stuff without my registration? Crazy, right? And so, yeah, because in Ghana, they're like 9/10 of the law is built on the land, right? But as we know, there's stuff going on in Asebu. These are people that have built communities. And guess what happened? After everything was built, knock, 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 you've built on our land. What? You're going to come after we built? So you already knew we were building. You're just watching us, right? And folks, my question still stands. Oh, let me put it up on the caption. What do you need to win litigation? They wait for you to build a nice house, then knock on your door just to take it. So, no one has answered our question. What do you need to win litigation? Because when you build and they come and knock on your door and say, this is my land, right? And you're like, no, this is my land. The next step is litigation. And if you don't have this particular thing, guess who's going to win? They're going to knock on your door. So you can build if you want to, folks. But if you don't have registration, you will lose litigation. Because registration is the key, right? When I was in Ghana, I just came back from Ghana, 2 weeks ago? I met with a lady that is working close with what's going on in Asebu. She said it's not looking good. Folks, if you don't have your registration, if you have not taken your indentures to Lands Commission to register them, you're inviting drama. Okay? I strongly encourage you, if you have indentures, take it to the Lands Commission, right? Because if I did not take my indentures to the Lands Commission for registration, I wouldn't have found out the true owner after my second Lands Commission search, the true owner. So a lot of people are living in these houses, building these houses, and they're waiting for you to complete it so they can knock on your door. Are you hearing me? Your due diligence is to keep your money in your pocket. There's no rush. Folks, when I tell you there's no rush, why are we rushing? That's the question. Why are we rushing? Is it because we think we're leaving something worse to go to something better? Are we? Are we really? Is running away from a problem solve the problem? It doesn't. It doesn't. Wow. So yeah, take your paperwork to the Lands Commission. It takes so long to get registration, almost 2 years, and that's after one pays for Express Ghana. Did chop. Oh, I'm glad you brought that up, Fred Gibbs. It's going to go to litigation, or you're going to have to make a chop side deal, okay? And you're going to have to make that deal with the people that's names in the registration. They're the ones that are going to come, and you're going to have to make a side deal with them. Chop money until they are satisfied. Why would you want to do that? Just get everything in order from the beginning. Folks, understand what I'm saying. I want you guys to understand that, first of all, we have the power, okay? It's our money. We don't have to give our money to no one. We don't owe no one. We don't expect anything from anyone else. I want us to understand the position we're in. We're on the offense, okay? We're on the offense, and we can take our time to see where we want to go, because Ghana is not the only option, okay?
Join our free newsletter for land updates, group trips, and international real estate connections. Link in the description box. Now available, ebooks and e-workbooks to mentally and emotionally prepare you to visit, repatriate, or buy land in the motherland. And the authentic handmade kente cloth I got from Kumasi, Ghana is now a home decor line made by yours truly. Get a piece of the motherland until you can visit yourself. Click the link in the description box to visit my store.